I don't make a lot of reviews, but this one I thought I would. Okay, so this is a carbon fiber sail for racing sailboats, whatnot, and this company called Ragged Edge Designs. There's a little tag there. They make all kinds of this cool stuff out of these products. They make wallets, bags, luggage tags. I mean, a lot of cool stuff. Their wallets are pretty gnarly. A buddy's bought one. So I put this on my Christmas list. This is a checkbook cover, right? You got a pocket up here. You got a pocket down there. And the problem I had with it is all my checks are these side tear, right? So there's no pocket. Most of the other, checkbooks, what have you, they'll slide in from the side. And then you put your little literature thing up there. And I know this is frickin' 2016. Who writes checks anymore? Well, I do. I don't go to the grocery store or go to, the mall or whatever and pay for stuff with a check. I only use this to pay bills and I mail them in because, nothing online's secure. So I'd rather just do it old-fashioned way. And I thought this would be pretty cool. Better than the cheap vinyl one they give you online or when you order checks or from the bank. So this one comes in the mail. And I've dealt with the company before. Many, many years ago, they had a kind of a request. They wanted to build their product line up, and they asked for ideas to build new items. And if they picked your item and they built it, you could buy it at a discount. That was part of the deal. I mean, your idea, they design it, and they build it, and then in return, they'd hook you up a little bit. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. So a bunch of people submitted a bunch of different ideas. One of mine was a school bag, book bag, double strap, hangs over your shoulder, maybe even add a sternum strap. Inside, you'd have a lot of different pockets and stuff like that. And then I said, hey, you guys should probably also do a chain wallet, or add a metal grommet to all your chain or all your existing wallets so you can have a chain. And they did. They still have the chain wallet feature on their wallets. The book bag they did make, and this was a long time ago. And I watched their website religiously, waiting for it to come out, and it came out. I'm like, man, that's pretty sweet. But it was like $300, probably worth every penny of it. So I nicely contacted him and said, hey, great, you guys made it. What's the good guy hookup price on that? And they were kind of rude in their quick reply, and they pretty much said, why do you think you're entitled to a discount? We made it, we're selling it. Why do you feel justified that we give you a discount or any money off at that? Price is what the price is. And then I kind of reminded them of the deal, and they're like, no, that's not how it works. Sorry. I'm like, all right. So I moved on in life. Okay, so this Christmas I get this thing, and I thought, hey, that's pretty sweet. It wouldn't be that hard to pop a seam over here, make a little incision, add another little grommet so you can, slide that little checkbook in there, right? So I sent him an email on December 26th, all right? See, Monday, December 26th, all right. I received one of your black carbon fiber checkbook covers for Christmas. Love it. One problem, though. All my checks are side tear, not top tear, so I cannot use my checks with the cover I got. And I'm just kind of bummed about it. I was wondering if you were able to design a checkbook cover that can use both side and top tear, which they only have a top tear, so it wouldn't really be that much of a change. It would just be add another little seam. Or just swap this one out, or I'd be willing to send this one back to you, have you pop the seam, re-sew the needed pocket in the side of it. I can even send you a cardboard backing so you can measure how much is needed. In my opinion, it would be a really easy fix adjustment, but then again, I don't know much about sewing. Please let me know. All right. So they reply. See, yeah, there's Ragged Edge. All right. Hey, Jason, thanks for sending such a nice email. I didn't know side tear checks existed. I looked up what they look like and the appropriate cover style, and I'm thinking on how we can do it. If you'd be interested in ordering a design your own one instead, if you would, you could send that one back to us for a refund. Mud. Weird name. Anyway. All right. So I said, on the 27th. I was like, yeah, refund, exchange, oh, if it's the same price, I'd be game for that. I just need a slit on the side, so when you flip it open, the slit would be on the bottom left side. You know, like that. All right. I prefer side tear checks, always have. Less points of contact, less likely to rip a check when it doesn't come loose. I might also order me some luggage tags or just put those on my birthday list because it's in February. You know, I want to buy some more stuff. They got cool stuff. Then he says the do-it-yourself costs an additional $20. I was like, all right. All I wrote the next day was seriously with a question mark. I'm just seriously asking, you know, that's how it is? So from Ragged Edge, he replies, wow, that is a seriously rude response. What I've offered you was a favor, which is now an offer no longer on the table. All right. So I reply back, wow, that wasn't even meant to be that way, but I'm sorry you took it that way, but I have to decline your offer. I'll just pop the seam, cut me an opening, and resew it myself. Simple, yet effective and cheaper. I have to say your rude reply and unwillingness to help as a customer brought back another email reply I recall from you guys many years ago. Things haven't changed. I'm sorry to say I wish you the best, and I hope you realize your shortcomings and you can fix your shortfalls, which is how he talked to me like that in an email. It wasn't, I didn't misread that by any means. That was, hey, you're a dick. All right, so he writes back, see, from Ragged Edge. He says, congratulations on confirming you're a dick. I am assuming that that was the goal of your reply. Go find another company to make you something special for free. I wasn't wanting a handout. I was just kind of wanting him to, you know, help me make a new item for him. I wasn't asking for much. All right, so how do you reply to that? So I put, wow, that is no way to treat anybody. I'm not being rude. Name calling. I didn't call him anything. I didn't call him a stinky, dirty hippie that lives in a van down by the river. Nothing like that. I wasn't even belligerent towards you. Why would you say something like that to anybody, let alone a customer? Customers are what pays the bills. I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm not pulling the whole, you know, I'm the customer, you got to bow down to me. It's nothing like that, you know? But I never would call a customer a name like you just did. Now, if anybody did that in retail, said, congratulations, you're a dick, now fuck off, they would be fired. You can't talk to people like that and expect to keep your job. It's probably a good thing that he might be the owner. He can talk to people all he wants. Why would you want to do business with somebody like that? So I go on to say, perhaps poor customer service and bad attitudes are something found on the East Coast. Here in the heartland of America, we treat strangers and neighbors like our own kin. I'm from Kansas. I don't talk to people like that. Nobody does. I'm just going to pop some of the stitches and make it myself. My upholstery guy I know, he's going to help me do it. And he's going to do it for a cold beer. You can't get any better than that. So that's all I replied. I just replied to that because I just got his email telling me I'm a dick. So if you guys are wanting to support this Ragged Edge company, I mean, they make some cool stuff, but the way they treat people, like he treated me, I almost want to just burn this thing. I mean, if I sent it back to him, he'd probably be like, well, there's a 500% restocking fee. You know, he'd probably say something like that. So, you know, it was a gift. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it. But I'll tell you what, this little tag here, that little fucker's coming off when we open this thing up. Because I don't even want to tell people where it came from. So, you know, it is what it is. And you can't find good customer service everywhere you go. It's a sad deal. So, I mean, I wish these people the best, but they need to put their attitude in check, especially on emails. You can't judge voice, so you got to, you know, read that to yourself in a monotone voice. But I didn't misunderstand all that stuff that he told me, calling me a dick. you know, basically telling me to fuck off. It just blows my mind. I have never been talked to like that by anybody in any company. Any self-respecting company wouldn't do that to a customer. So, all right, that's my review of the Ragged Edge Company. Those guys can go pound sand. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give them any more of my money. And, you know, for all this is, you know, it's a flat sheet. It's made extra wide, both ends. They flip it up. They sew it there, sew it there. You got 2 little pockets. $45 for that. You could probably make that yourself for about 10 tops. You could buy yards of that sale stuff, make it yourself. It's nothing special, but, you know, I'm trying to support the little guy. They work in a little 200 square foot barn that's all solar powered, and that's cool. You know, you guys are going green. I think they live in a van. So, I mean, they have little assets, little waste, no overhead. I'm trying to help them. You know, I don't mind, you know, helping the small people, but when the small people treat you like that, I mean, that doesn't fly. I expect something like that from a large corporation where one person giving them a bad review, that's not going to hurt them. And I'm not trying to hurt them by doing this review of how nasty they talk to me, but I'm just trying to let other people be aware of how they talk to people if they don't get their way or they feel, you know, cornered and it's going to turn into an argument. They just flat out just put the gloves on and they're ready to fight, you know. So that's it. Enjoy.